Hey y'all! If you are new here, welcome. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. I'm Alyssa. I also go by Lyss or Alsira, whichever is okay. This video will be different from my previous uploads. Some of my previous videos involve analyses into media such as literature, films, shows, and now music. I've been wanting to do this for a while, so for this video, I'll be analyzing and speculating the second album of one of my favorite bands, Spiritbox. We'll go over how I started listening to Spiritbox and an overview of their discography, as well as a closer analysis into the second album and the accompanying singles. Before that, I would like to talk about myself. Like I said, I'm Alyssa. I run this channel. I create the videos, unless otherwise stated in the description down below. I run a Discord server as well as a public Instagram account. All my links can be found in my link tree. Besides art and videos, I'm also a writer. I self-published Kaleidoscope, my debut poetry collection, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Blurb. I also have a second poetry book, which will be released next year. It is titled Death Rose. I will have a more specific date later on. Also writing a novel, which I'll be talking about in a later video. Before I move on, a disclaimer. A lot of this video will be speculative and of my opinion based on the facts shown. My predictions may be very wrong. I welcome a discussion in the comments below, but keep it civil. If things get rowdy, I will start monitoring and deleting the comments. Without further ado, let's carry on. Hey y'all. It's Alyssa here. I realized in my original script I did not include a brief intro into who the band is. Instead of you continuing this video wondering who is Courtney and what is this Mike, I'll give you a little brief bio on who Spiritbox is. Originating on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada, Spiritbox is a metal band founded by Courtney LaPlante and Mike Stringer. The two of them were former members of I Wrestled the Bear once, another metal band I believe originated in America, and so Spiritbox became their own band after I Wrestled the Bear once disbanded. Spiritbox has been making music since 2017, and they have 2 Grammy nominations, which is like pretty awesome, from the same body of work, the Fear of Fear EP, one of my favorite releases from them. I started listening to Spiritbox around 2 or 3 years ago, I think, and instantly they've gone to become one of my top favorite metal bands. I'm excited for the second album, Tsunami. I don't know when this video will be uploaded, but if and when it does, you may see me doing art in the background. By the way, I'm still taking art commissions via Ko-Fi, and it may include one of the band's most recent music videos for their song, Perfect Soul. Every release this band has done so far, there's always a color scheme that comes with it. Their debut album, Eternal Blue, is of course blue. Rotoscope EP was red. Their twice Grammy-nominated EP, The Fear of Fear, is purple. Tsunami is black. In anticipation for their second album, their previous album covers have been graded to black and white, much like their debut EP, Spiritbox. Their lead single for Tsunami is Soft Spine, released in late summer of 2024. Very heavy, straight out of the door, in your face. I love it. You have Courtney screams, you got instrumentals, get a little mushy and staticky in the sound, plus Mike's solo. It's what OG Spiritbox fans wanted. Yes, I know I'm not an OG fan, but hey, when I listen to a band, eventually I'm going to come through the entire discography. Then there was a bit of radio silence, which I'm cool with. It adds suspense. Then their album started going black and white on their streaming platforms. But before that, they announced tours for early 2025, and I thought the visuals were interesting. We have side profiles and water, and we have Courtney hugging herself in the water. I didn't think much of it until we got closer to their second single release. I figured these tour visuals had something to do with their second album because Soft Spine's visuals sort of alluded to that, and also they mentioned releasing an album in 2025. Okay, enough talk about the setup, let's get into the album announcement. So with Perfect Soul, a more serenic, melodic sound to the discography. Tsunami C was announced. Let's look at the cover for a moment. It's simple yet dramatic. It's monochrome. We have two side profile silhouettes similar to the tour visual, with a wave coming through. This is the second release cover to be grayscale, the first one being their debut EP. With that album announcement, a tracklist was unveiled and we have 11 songs, 2 of them being the singles we know and love. Looking at the tracklist, I gotta say, there are some songs I'm looking forward to. Of course I'm looking forward to all of them, but some grab my attention more than others. The songs are Fata Morgana, Black Rainbow, Perfect Soul, Keep Sweet, Soft Spine, Tsunami Sea, A Haven with Two Faces, No Loss No Love, Crystal Roses, Ride the Wave, and Deep End. What I find interesting is that the two singles, Perfect Soul and Soft Spine, are so close to each other with Keep Sweet in between. I don't see that as a red flag, but I won't dwell too much on that. Like Eternal Blue, this album also has a song that shares its name. Also, something to note is that both album titles have the same syllabic pattern. Eternal Blue, Tsunami Sea. 3 on the first, 1 on the second. I scrolled through their merch and there was a disclaimer that says these are digital mock-ups. Still, I want to go through as much as I can. So, one of the pre-order items involved a poster or a banner of some sort. It's a zodiac wheel, but it has 11 songs, each with their own symbol, as well as moon phases and song lengths. I wasn't able to zoom in and check, but that's the least of our worries. Loudwire published an article that lists Courtney's responses regarding the album. That article is linked down below. You can also go to Genius, which is a site that contains lyrics and annotations. One of the fans asks about a repeating theme in the songs Perfect Soul and The Summit, to which Courtney replied, everything is always connected. With a statement like that, we can assume that all their discography are connected, and not just the 2 albums. Courtney also stated that every release is a concept, even though they're not marketed like that, and I love that. There are artists that release concept albums, such as Melanie Martinez. Let's focus on the tracklist for a while. I want to make some assumptions, and I want to be proven wrong. The first song is Fata Morgana, which is a mirage created by storing object or objects on which they are based, such as a horizon. This is typically seen on water. For example, you're at the beach or near a body of water, right? Let's say the sun is out and you look out into the horizon and see a ship sort of flattened in some way and kind of moving. That is a Fata Morgana. The mirage itself is named after a fairy in Arthurian legend. But I highly doubt King Arthur is going to make an appearance in this album's music videos. Still on the tracks, I do like the name Black Rainbow, and as I found out through that Loudwire article, Courtney was asked if Black Rainbow was a reference to the movie, and she said yes. So I got another movie on my list. I don't know what the balance of soft and heavy will be, but Spiritbox always surprises you, so we don't know. The album theme is based on Courtney's hometown of Vancouver Island, which makes sense since we see an island in Perfect Soul. It's also a bit of an homage to their debut EP, A Return to the Roots. Honestly, I think that's all I have on the track list. I do recall Courtney said there will be one more single before the album's release in March. 3 singles for an 11-song album. I like that. I do not like when bands release every single track as a single. Oh my god. What happened to suspense? What happened to the art of waiting? I feel this album be a bit more tragic and personal than Eternal Blue. But let's get into the music videos. Soft Spine was fun. We have Courtney in 3 different outfits. One of them featured in what one could say as a Dune-inspired fight. I love how she dresses in the most beautiful outfits. It looks so sweet and yet delivers the most ferocious, scariest voice you've ever heard, and it's awesome. My favorite was her suit in the rain. I don't know why, it's just so cool. From the lyrics and visuals, what I gathered was this is someone seeing through someone else's BS. This someone else could be a person you once knew or a leader of an organization. I feel the fight scene really brought the message through to me, and it was 2 voices fighting each other. Should I stay or not? It represents conflicting thoughts and wrestling with what we know and the unknown. Dancing in the rain, I see that as fighting to the struggle of leaving. I don't know. I would like to see other people's interpretations. The one with Courtney in that dark scene, I forgot what these were called. I think I like to call this scene isolation. I don't know what to make of her in the band. I think it's just some kind of geodetic thing. Maybe that's her finding her support. Lyrics wise, it starts off with this idea of trying to look safe and perfect, and towards the end of the first verse, the speaker is realizing what they're going through, seeing through the facade. The second verse is scrutinizing the you, the person that the speaker is directing their anger at, as they desecrate the sacred. Basically, they're full of trash and hot air. Some of my favorite lyrics are I hate the ones that love you and the ones that parted from you. This is referring to the enablers, the people who are aware of this person's deceit and will do anything to keep what they can gain, no matter how much they hurt each other, how much they hurt others. The chorus is a realization of the situation. I don't have much to say other than just pushing the message. Another lyric I love is your God will sort you when you die. Judgment. Perfect Soul. This song is a little tougher to decipher. Spiritbox always takes the metaphorical approach and is cutthroat. It's like reading Sylvia Plath or Edgar Allan Poe. Anyways, the first verse, we see the speaker is laid to rest after possibly being dissected by a sharpened knife. They are about to disintegrate into the soil, but something is holding them back. I'll come back to that part. Moving on, we get to the chorus. Past the refrain. Second verse. Shorter than the first, but I'm not mad about that. A fortress of eyes and gnashing teeth. Scary. Sends chills up your spine. And they're staring back in judgment. Could we be in the afterlife? Or are these representing people who perceive you in a different way, or are these insecurities? Who knows? The refrain. Okay, let's do chorus. Cover up the well and leave. Let me go. That's what I got. A gift to summon the spring. So we're in winter, and this is a signal to change. Let go of the old self and start anew. Imitation up to perfect soul. What is a perfect soul? Rid of all insecurities, mistakes, imperfection, cuts and bruises. Is the perfect soul essential to growing an orchid? According to Spiritbox, it is. Shine a light in 1,000 eyes, all watching and waiting for that perfect soul. When I was listening to the song for maybe the 5th time, I thought of 1,000 eyes as the ones who weren't the perfect souls, the one who failed to be the sacrifice, and the speaker just happened to be the one. Maybe 1,000 eyes is the moon's reflection on the water at night, or the reflection of the stars above. There's a lot to take from this. The refrain. Echoes flow, deafening, calling up, bury me. It's her call to her destiny. Maybe it's her depression from not being the best person she could be. She couldn't please everyone, and in return she couldn't please herself. I didn't mean to make the song sound so depressing, but I could be wrong. Maybe Courtney had a different idea in mind. The outro talks about dreams being a fantasy. I think this part sort of solidifies my theory because she's letting go of herself and doesn't like the life that she's living right now. Let's add the music video into this. She's having her organs taken out, and she's in lingerie. She resembles a bride, but I don't think that was the intention. She walks to this neglected hospital with police looking for her. The hospital seems to be flooding. Soon she's almost caught, and she finds a portal that reflects her. She goes to the portal and crashes through the water in a scene that reminds me of Gone Girl. Fortunately, she's not sadistic like Amy Dunn. Anyways, there are also shots of Courtney in a black sweater performing with the band. I won't get too much in that. In some of the final scenes of the music video, Courtney, partially damaged by the water, meets the creature who, according to Courtney, represents the ocean floor where she dies. This is her coming to terms with her demise, releasing herself of this life that she's living. Now to the connection with the summit, ebb and flow. I think it's obvious the water will be a prominent theme and element in the second album. In the summit, it talks about wanting to leave a toxic relationship, but there's uncertainty. Unlike the ocean, the summit is the highest point of a mountain. The speaker worries about leaving their partner behind, even if it means staying in a deadlock situation. Eventually, the speaker realizes the situation and the venom breaks them down to someone that they're not. Maybe Perfect Soul is a part 2 to that song, and the speaker finally makes the decision to change, even if it killed them. I think we're gonna have a very long wait until the next single, which I predict will be released in early 2025, maybe a month or two before the album's release. I don't know which song that will be. I doubt it will be a track near Perfect Soul or a Soft Spine. We'll just have to find out. I hope you all enjoyed this video. You can like and subscribe. All my links are in my link tree down below in the description. You can support me any way you can. And I hope you hydrate and be safe. Bye.